Hold on. Watch it.
Air Force. Get out of the car! Get out of the car now!
That's up.
Sir, just get out the car!
I'm trying to breathe.
Get out of the car and get him around now and get him again! Get off the seatbelt and get out of the car!
Look, I'm just gonna sleep.
On December 5th, 2020, Lieutenant Karan Nazario of the Virginia National Guard was driving his newly purchased vehicle when Officer Daniel Crocker of the Windsor Police Department signaled him to pull over, suspecting a license plate-related violation. Instead of stopping on the dark road, Lieutenant Nazario activated his turn signal, slowed down, and drove about a mile to reach a well-lit gas station. During this time, Officer Joe Gutierrez joined the pursuit. Upon arrival, both officers exited their vehicles, drew their guns, and aimed them at Lieutenant Nazario.
Driver, roll the window down! Put your hands out the window! Turn the vehicle off! Put your hands out the window! Put your hands out the window and turn the vehicle off! Put your hands out the window! He's not complying, Judge.
Come around your side.
Let me see your hands! How many occupants are in the vehicle?
What's going on?
How many occupants are in your vehicle?
It's only myself. Why are your weapons drawn? What's going on?
Open the door slowly and step out! Open the door!
I'm not getting out the vehicle. What's going on?
Get out the car!
What's going on?
Get out of the car! Now!
Open the door! Get out the car!
Keep your hands outside the window!
My hands are right here. What's going on?
Get out of the car now!
Get out of the car!
What's
now!
going on?
Get out of the car now! Get out of the car now!
I'm serving this country and this is how I'm treated?
Yo, what? Guess what? I'm a veteran too. I'm gonna obey.
That's
Get
not-
out of the car!
What's going on?
What's going on? You're fixing to light the light, son.
I'm sorry, what?
Get out of the car now!
What's going
Get out of the
on?
car now!
Work with us and we'll talk to you. Get out the car.
You received an order. Obey it.
I'm honestly afraid to get out. Can I?
Yeah, you
ask
should
what's
be.
going-
Get out.
What's
Get out.
going on? What
Get
did
out
I
the
do?
car.
Get out
I
now.
have not committed any crimes
You're being stopped for a traffic violation. You're not cooperating at this point right now. You're under arrest
for a traffic.
You're being detained. Okay, you're being detained for
For a
obstruction of justice.
traffic.
Officer Joe Gutierrez informed Lieutenant Karan Nazario that he was being detained for a traffic violation and obstruction of justice under Virginia Code Section 46.2-817. The law mandates that license plates be displayed on the front and rear of vehicles, and Section 46.2-716 requires them to be securely fastened in a visible position. Although Lieutenant Nazario had a temporary cardboard plate on his rear window, Officer Crocker claimed it was obscured by tinted windows, leading to the stop. Lieutenant Nazario later sued Officers Gutierrez and Crocker. In an initial ruling, a U.S. District Judge, the judge ruled that the officers had reasonable grounds to stop Lieutenant Nazario's vehicle due to a suspected license plate violation. Under Virginia Code Section 46.2-817, anyone who ignores a clear stop signal from law enforcement or delays stopping intentionally is guilty of a Class II misdemeanor, even without direct resistance. Judge Roderick C. Young referenced Manners v. Cannella, 2018, where driving 2 minutes after a stop signal, despite aiming to pull over in a lit area, justified an evasion charge. Judge Young similarly affirmed that the officers were justified in charging Lieutenant Nazario. Based on these precedents, Judge Roderick C. Young ruled that Lieutenant Nazario's refusal to comply with the officer's lawful order to exit the vehicle justified the obstruction charge. Previous rulings clarified officers' authority and individuals' duty to comply during traffic stops, illuminating Nazario's case.
I do not have to get out the vehicle. You haven't even told me why I'm being stopped.
Really?
Get your hands.
Get out of the car now. Get out of the car.
Get your hands off me,
Get out.
please. Get your hands off me.
You know what? Back up there.
I didn't do anything. Don't do that.
Sir, get out of the car
Don't do
now.
that.
Hey, sir, get out of the
Don't do
car
that.
now.
Don't do. I'm trying to talk
Get out.
to you.
Okay.
I'm trying to
I'm
talk.
gonna talk.
Get out.
Just get out of my
Relax.
car.
Can you please
Get out.
relax? I'm actively serving this country, and this is how you're gonna treat me?
Back up, Daniel.
I didn't do
Back
anything.
up.
Whoa, hold on. What's going on? Hold on. Watch. Watch it.
Air 4 OCs deployed.
Get out of the car. Get out of the car now.
That's up.
Sir, just get out the car.
I'm trying to breathe. Ugh.
Get out of the car and get on the ground now. Get off your seatbelt and get out of the car.
Look, I'm just gonna please.
You're gonna do what you're told. Get out of the car.
Look, my hands are out.
Take your seatbelt off and get out of the
My
car.
hands are out.
Don't reach in there, Daniel. Don't reach in there.
My hands are out. Please. My dog is in the back. My dog is choking right
Get
now.
out of the car. Take your seatbelt off. What are you, a specialist corporal are you?
I'm a lieutenant.
Lieutenant, get out of the car. You made explain what you're gonna be if you just comply. Get out of the car.
I'm reaching for my seatbelt.
Fine. Take your seatbelt off and get out of the car. Straight on the ground.
Is your command
Let's
officer
go.
available?
Get on the ground. Get on the
Can you
ground.
please talk to
Get
me
on the
about
ground
what's
now.
going on?
Get on the ground and you're getting sprayed again. Get on the ground.
Please talk to me about what's
Get on the
going
ground. Get on the ground now.
Can you please talk to me
Get on
about
the
what's
ground.
going
Get on the ground.
Why am I being treated like this? Why?
You're not cooperating. Get on the ground.
This is really come on, sir. Sir, look, just this is really this is tough.
Lay flat.
This is tough. I can't believe I'm being treated like this. And I'm
Wow. Lay down. You're gonna get tased.
Put your hands behind your back.
this is tough.
I agree. All you have to do is listen.
When Lieutenant Nazario refused to exit the vehicle, Officer Gutierrez used pepper spray multiple times, warning he would continue if Nazario did not cooperate. After exiting, Nazario was told to lie on the ground but did not comply, prompting Gutierrez to kneel on him twice before the officers subdued and handcuffed him. Courts often consider the extent of the plaintiff's injuries when evaluating excessive force cases. Judge Young concluded that the reasonableness of using force could not be decided at the summary judgment stage, as it was a jury matter. However, he granted summary judgment in favor of the officers, citing qualified immunity, stating there was no clear precedent prohibiting officers from using firearms, threats, or pepper spray on a suspect refusing to comply with lawful orders.
Now, can you open up the window for my dog? I hear him choking. Can you open up the window, please?
Yes. Yes, we will.
Stand up, okay? Is there any weapons on you, sir? Okay. Any weapons in the vehicle?
Yes.
Why didn't you just do as we asked, sir? Why didn't you just do as we
I'm
asked?
sorry, man.
No, you weren't. My partner put his blue lights on.
Yes.
You didn't stop.
I was pulling over to a well-lit area for my safety and yours. I have respect for law enforcement.
No, you don't.
And so-
No, you don't. Sit it right on this curb right here. Turn around.
Come sit on this
Walk
curb.
backwards. Walk backwards.
Why did you stop? Why did you stop? It's simple time. It's dark over there. Those areas are dark. I did not feel comfortable.
right, sir.
Those areas are dark.
My
I had
partner
no
got the water.
Where the medics?
They're here.
I need them to talk to me. What's
They're right
going
here
on?
beside you.
I didn't commit any crimes. I'm leaving tonight. I'm not going to jail. I need something to be done for my eyes.
Nothing I can do to help you with your eyes.
Wipe my face can do something.
They refuse to get out. We got told them to get out. Try to take it
Well,
out.
keep your handcuffs on you for their sake. Until they can figure out what's up and why do they want to stop for them. They're probably going to leave
It was
you.
a dark area. I pulled over to a well-lit place.
That's fine. You can tell him that.
I told him that, and that's why I don't understand why I'm
Sir,
still in
how do you say your last name?
Nazario. Can you please take the cuff off? There's nothing going on. There's nothing wrong. Come on, this is
Obviously there is because you wouldn't comply with us. All we did is ask you to get out of the car. So hold on. Before we get to that, my medics are still here. You still need my medics?
yes, I want to do it. Stay here.
We'll stand by, man.
Okay.
Stay here as long as you need us.
We'd be done by now.
Guns,
It's simple
guns
traffic.
are drawn.
It's a
It's
simple
wrong.
traffic violation. Driving all the way down here. First of all, you passed a well-lit parking lot there, but okay. You felt more comfortable here, okay? Coming here was not the problem. The problem is when you refuse to get out of the car. When we got here and you stepped out of the car, I can promise you this would have been over by now.
Okay, well, specifically, he was asking about weapons. What kind of weapons you got here?
Right there. I'm sure he's sorry already. Right
Nah,
there.
you just got a handgun? You got a
Yeah,
long
it's a
gun?
handgun.
I got it. Run a firearm. Temple.
After entering Lieutenant Nazario's vehicle, Officer Crocker searched and found his firearm. After checking the serial number and confirming with dispatch that the gun wasn't reported lost or stolen, he returned it to the vehicle. Legal regulations permit such searches in certain situations, especially without a warrant, but they must meet strict criteria. Police can seize an object without a warrant if they are in a legal position to observe it, have access to it, and the illegal nature of the object is immediately apparent. However, Lieutenant Nazario argued that Officer Crocker's search of the vehicle and serial number check of the gun was an illegal search. Judge Young ruled that the search of Lieutenant Nazario's vehicle was unjustified. He noted it was a search related to an arrest, but no evidence in the car was within Nazario's reach at the time, as he was handcuffed, surrounded by an officer and 2 medical staff, and being controlled by Officer Gutierrez. The judge also emphasized that the gun was not evidence related to the charges of evading or obstruction. Furthermore, the automobile exception and the plain view doctrine did not apply, as the evidence at the time indicated Nazario's gun possession was legal. Officer Crocker also knew Nazario had a concealed carry permit, so there was no legitimate reason for the search or serial number check. Judge Young ruled the search of the vehicle was unlawful, granting summary judgment in favor of Nazario, stating Officer Crocker violated his Fourth Amendment rights. However, the judge clarified that calling the serial number of the gun did not constitute an unlawful search, as Nazario had no legal expectation of privacy regarding the serial number.
I have no chest pain, no short of breath.
No, is my dog okay?
Yes, sir.
You got my garters checked on.
You alright if I pop the trunk?
Yes, sir.
Hey, pup.
Said what happened? Why wouldn't you comply?
I looked out the mirror and I saw guns drawn. I put my hands out.
And we told you, we identified ourselves, told you to step out of the vehicle, and all you had to do is comply, and we'd have been done by now, okay?
Alright, Mr. Nazario.
And just looking out the mirror and seeing your guns out already. That's what I was asking. Like, what's going on? I was just.
All right, how's your eyes doing, Kevin?
Better.
We can either sit here with you until you get your eyes back where you can see, and I mean at a good distance so you're safe to drive, okay? Go do your deployment, go continue serving my country, which I respect and I thank you for, okay? Or we can push the issue, write you tickets for no license plate display and for resisting, or not resisting, obstruction of justice. I don't even need to go that route because that route makes the Army get involved, and I know how they are. Well, if you plan on making this a career or even 6 years or whatever, it's up to you. I don't care. There's no need getting this on your record.
I do have a good rapport with my command, so I wouldn't feel right not talking to them
Okay.
about it. So
Well, that's entirely
I am
on
gonna-
I'll put it this way then for you. They're gonna hear from you. They will not hear from us. It's always better for the command to hear first from you than somebody else, especially the law enforcement. That's never a good thing. Go ahead and help.
When Lieutenant Nazario was able to drive away, the officers allowed him to leave without issuing any fines or facing charges. On April 11th, 2021, 4 months after the traffic stop and less than a week after the video went viral, Officer Gutierrez was fired for failing to follow the department's policies during the interaction. Windsor Police Chief Rodney Riddle explained that he had lost confidence in Officer Gutierrez's ability to serve the community, citing the negative social media backlash and news coverage surrounding the incident. Chief Riddle acknowledged that the officers missed the opportunity to de-escalate the situation with words and could have interacted more positively with Lieutenant Nazario to achieve compliance, but he defended keeping Officer Crocker on the force. He explained that Officer Crocker, a recent academy graduate still in field training, had made efforts to use verbal communication to calm the situation. A criminal investigation into Officer Gutierrez's actions was launched, and Special Prosecutor Anton Bell concluded that although Gutierrez should have been investigated for potential civil rights violations, he should not face criminal charges. In a letter dated July 29, 2022, the prosecutor wrote, "Although I find the video deeply troubling and frankly distressing, forcing Nazario out of the vehicle did not violate state law, as Gutierrez had issued multiple orders for Nazario to exit the vehicle." Although Lieutenant Nazario refused to exit the vehicle, there were no signs indicating that he posed a threat. He kept his hands outside the window and explained that he was afraid to leave the car. Had the officers responded to Lieutenant Nazario's request, explained things clearly, and treated him with respect, they might have convinced him to exit the vehicle calmly, or at least resolve the traffic stop without force. However, the officers insisted on him following their commands, and their actions seemed driven by personal ego. Officer Gutierrez's use of pepper spray against a military lieutenant who was not being violent and was in uniform was an unjustifiable decision, especially when Lieutenant Nazario felt extremely unsafe in this situation. Individuals in situations like Lieutenant Nazario often have to ignore their sense of safety and blindly follow police commands, even when it makes them feel uncomfortable. The case of Lieutenant Nazario has sparked much controversy and mixed reactions. From the initial traffic stop to the use of pepper spray, every action taken by the officers needs thorough scrutiny. While the court ruling has provided some justice for Lieutenant Nazario, it does not fully address the deeper issues of discrimination and abuse of power within law enforcement. We must continue to advocate for a fairer and more transparent system. Share your thoughts on this case in the comments section. Don't forget to like and share the video to spread this important message. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.